Hello, this is Intuitive Empress Tarot, and I'm coming with you today for your Gemini love reading for February 2018. Hopefully this is coming through nice and clear for you. I'm quite new to YouTube, so I'm trying something a bit different every month, and I welcome feedback about what layouts and camera angles that you prefer. Last time I started recording when I'd already laid the cards out. This time I thought you might like to see me shuffle and lay them out live on the video, so here we go. What's coming towards Gemini? What's going to happen for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in February 2018. Gemini. What's going to happen for Gemini in love for February 2018? Okay, hang on, there's the first card. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And overall energy, 4 of Swords. Okay. Right then, Gemini. So, for February 2018, your overall energy is going to be the 4 of Swords. So, this means that you may be retreating a little, that there may be a tendency for illness, or low energy perhaps, and you're going to need to take some time to look after your health, and probably to try and just generally nurture yourself and build up your energy levels. So the first card we have is the High Priestess, and this card is telling us that February is going to be a time for connecting spiritually, and obviously that might be fit in quite well with the 4 of Swords. You're going to be following your intuition, and I do feel that the High Priestess is quite an air card. I feel that because she tends to be quite flirty, and the seduction I always feel is quite a mental one, rather than the sort of more earthiness of the Empress. So February is going to be a time of boosting your knowledge, of applying wisdom, possibly learning, and there's obviously this idea of spirit, connecting to spirit, okay? So it might be a good time to take up some meditation or whatever your favourite spiritual practice is, but whatever nurtures you, okay? Whatever's for your highest good. Now the second card is the 3 of Pentacles. So it's saying February might be a time when you're going to be quite focused on your abilities, when you're going to be putting in quite a lot of effort in studying or learning something new, and perhaps this will be something again that is going to be nurturing and quite beneficial to you. So perhaps you're going to start a new health class, exercise program, for example. Maybe you're going to learn to do yoga or dancing. What am I getting? Even I'm getting, which is not a water card, but I'm getting perhaps taking up swimming lessons, even something to actually boost your health. But obviously the focus here would be on more mental things. Okay, let's clarify. Let's try some clarifying cards. See how we go. Okay, why is the High Priestess here for Gemini? Why is the High Priestess here for Gemini? Okay, Ace of Pentacles. So we're talking about new beginnings, prosperity, happiness, pleasure. So yes, with the High Priestess, that kind of fits in with what I said already. There's going to be connection here. There's going to be some new habits formed, okay? Let's see. Okay, but I mean, it's a pretty good card. Why is the Three of Pentacles here for Gemini? I mean, in a personal reading, we could take more clarification cards, but obviously for this purpose, I'm just doing one. Why is the Three of Pentacles here for Gemini? Okay. The Knight of Cups. So this to me suggests that this studying could almost be, I'm getting dating websites. So if you're single and you're looking for someone, are you focused on setting up a good profile on the internet? Obviously the Knight of Cups is an offer of love, but potentially an offer of love. I mean, this could be a person, or it can be just, we're looking at the energy here of encouraging you to be more in touch with your emotions, to follow your intuition. I mean, Geminis tend to have very much in your head, very much a mental energy, and perhaps it's just urging you a little bit to be more in touch with your feelings, physical feelings, in touch with your body, okay? And this might be particularly relevant, obviously, where we've got the Four of Swords, saying there's a risk of ill health and illness, right? And this focus of needing to nurture yourself. And obviously with the Knight of Cups, it can be about nurturing your emotions as much as anything else, okay? So, Three of Pentacles, learning, studying. Perhaps you're going to be reading books about self-improvement, okay, particularly where these are focused on emotions. So spirituality books, that sort of thing, books on intuition, psychic development. Okay, now the central theme here is the Fool. So we're talking about leaps of faith, we're talking about trying new things, which fits in with what we've had so far. And there's a certain innocence here. Okay, there's a certain innocence. I do wonder if Gemini can tend to be a little bit cynical, because you tend to see both sides of the situation. And obviously where you always do consider everything very carefully. Whereas the Fool card is more of a blind leap of faith without necessarily so much consideration. What am I getting? What am I getting? Yeah, I think what it's saying here is there's a potential here for adventure and pleasure, okay? So obviously in terms of nurturing yourself, you know, try things that make you happy, try things that stimulate your mind, that are good for your body. Obviously we don't want to see any dangerous activities, you know, don't go out and try adrenaline sports or whatever. You know, try something safe. Just be careful, but have fun, okay? Have fun. Let's clarify that. Why is the Fool here for Gemini? Where is the Fool here? Okay, two cards came out. I'm going to take them both. We've got Strength and we've got the Queen of Cups, okay? I'll show you. So, what they're saying is, okay, we've got this leap of faith, we've got the Queen of Cups, which is obviously about nurturing, it's about being in tune with your emotions, with your intuition. It's about being a loving mother, about being gentle, and I'm going to say gentle with yourself, okay? Gentle with yourself. Remember, we've got this energy here of potentially being a little drained, okay, being at risk of ill health. And we have this card here, the Strength card, okay? Just note this is the card of Leo, but it's encouraging you to have self-mastery, to have self-control, okay? And this might be about breaking bad habits, or it might be about particularly controlling your your way of thinking, okay? If you've got any negative thought patterns or knee-jerk reactions, it's about taming your dark side, okay? And I think where we've got it with the Queen of Cups, we're talking about being in control of your emotions, okay? We've got learning about your emotions, giving you more control over your emotions, so that particularly in personal relationships, you're not taking that knee-jerk reaction, you're not behaving in a way which is counter to what you actually want. So I think understanding your motivation and how to communicate in a way which is more likely to give you a successful outcome. Now, the next card is Death. So there's potential here for some endings. Okay, nothing to worry about too much. However, it's next to the Five of Cups. So we might be looking at the ending of a relationship, okay, of a marriage. Let's get some clarification on that. I'm seeing we've got quite a few signs in here. Leo, water signs, earth signs. Let's have a look. Where's the Death card here for Gemini? Why is the Death card here? Okay. Yeah. Okay, here we go. The Eight of Cups. So we're talking about the end of a relationship or the end of a difficult situation, okay? And what you are going to be doing in February 2018 is walking away, okay? You're going to come to the point where you're saying, this is not good for me, okay? The situation is making me ill, it's stressing me out, and it's time to say goodbye. It's time to walk away, okay? Now, this is going to cause you some sorrow. I think the walking away is going to be reluctant, okay? I think there may be some regret, some sorrow, grieving here for this. But the loss you feel, the regret you feel, I wouldn't hold on to it too much, okay? I'd say it's the right thing. Why is the fight? Okay. I didn't even have to ask. Here are the clarification cards. So we've got the Knight of Swords, okay, and we've got the Page of Cups. So the Knight of Swords is telling us that you might need some counselling, okay? You might need some counselling. You might need someone to talk to who's going to set you straight about a few things. If you're feeling a bit sorry for yourself about this relationship and you're thinking or wondering whether you did the right thing, perhaps you're wondering whether you should reconcile, or maybe you're wondering whether you should even leave the relationship. I think this King of Swords, who's likely to be an air sign, or just a kind of powerful man, we're talking about quite a mature man here, who may be a friend of yours. This person's going to give you some really good advice, okay? I mean, this could even be yourself. It's an air sign, so it could be a Gemini. And I think they will set you straight. They will help you cut through any confusion, any doubt, and help you find the right way forward. And with the Page of Cups, I think it's just reminding you, okay? It's reminding you to hold on to your innocence. Okay, don't become too cynical or jaded or bitter. Okay, remember that love, okay, never runs out. There is always love in you, and what you give out comes back. So don't worry that this relationship ending is going to somehow make you feel unloved or make you unlovable. I think what we can see here is that there are options ahead of you. Okay, there are new beginnings. We've got two cards here of new beginnings. So there is a lot of potential for you. There's a focus on learning and studying and moving on and connecting to spirit, connecting to your intuition, connecting to your emotions, the need to be strong, okay? Let this relationship go if you know it's no good for you, right? Don't hang on to it. Don't hang on to it if it's no good for you. If it's a work situation and it's making you unhappy, well, perhaps this is why you're studying, so that you can move on to a different job, okay? And by all accounts, it looks like it could be successful. Obviously, this is only for the month of February, so things take a bit of time to go through. Please come back next month and hopefully things will be working out for you. So thank you. I hope this has resonated. Remember, it is a general reading, so check out your other signs, moon, rising, Venus even for love. And yeah, find me on Facebook. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good February. I will speak to you soon.